Welcome to e-learning workshop part 6. The link. In order to enter the course materials, click the plus add an activity or resource link that will appear at the right side of the lecture tab if you are using English version, and it will appear on the left side if you are using Arabic version. Add an activity or resource tab will appear. In the activities tab, you can find number of options which are explained below. The activities like first, assignment. The assignment activity modules enables a teacher to communicate, task, collect work and provide grades and feedback. Students, they can submit any digital contents files such as word process documents, spreadsheets, images, audios, videos, etc. Second one, the chat. The chat activity modules enables the participants to have text-based real-time synchronous discussions. The chat may be an on-time activity or it may be repeated at the same time each day or each week. Choice. The choice activity modules enables a teacher to ask a single question and offers a selection of possible responses. Choice results may be published after students have answered after a certain date or not at all. Result may be published with the student's name or without students' names. Like multiple choice questions, in other words. That is one question and multiple answers. Database. The database activity modules enables the participants to create, maintain and search a collection of entries, that is records. The structure of the entries is defined by a teacher as a number of fields. The field type include checkbox, radio buttons, drop-down menu, text area, URL, pictures and uploaded files. External tool. This activity module enables the students to interact with the learning resources and activities on other websites. For example, an external tool could provide access to a new activity type or learning materials from the publisher. For example, the students are going to get information from another URL. What we are going to do is we are going to enter the URL so that the students can able to, when they need a particular information about the information or particular information about the topic, they can click on the URL so that they will be taken to another website so that they can collect the information from that source. Then comes feedback. The feedback activity module enables a teacher to create a custom survey for collecting feedback from participants using a variety of question types including multiple choice, yes or no, or text inputs. Forum. The forum activity module enables the participants to have asynchronous discussion, that is discussion that takes place over an extended period of time. Glossary. The glossary activity module enables participants to create and maintain a list of definitions like a dictionary or to collect and organize resources or information. The lesson. The lesson activity module enables a teacher to deliver content and or practice activities in interesting and flexible ways. A teacher can use the lesson to create a linear set of content pages or instructional activities that offer a variety of paths or options for the learner. In either of the cases, the teacher can choose to increase the engagement and ensure understanding by including a variety of questions like multiple choice, matching questions, short answer questions, etc. Quiz. The quiz activity enables a teacher to create quizzes comprising questions of various types including multiple choice, matching, short answer and numerical. SCORM package. Shareable Content Object Reference Model package is a collection of files which are packed according to an agreed standard. The SCORM activity module enables the SCORM or AICC, that is Aviation Industry Computer-Based Training Committee training package, to be uploaded as a zip file and added to a course. So in SCORM package, what we are going to do, we are going to add the given file in the form of a zip file. Survey. The survey activity module provides a number of verified survey instruments that have been found useful in assessing and stimulating learning in online environments. Wiki. The Wiki activity module enables the participants to add and edit a collection of web pages. The Wiki can be collaborative with everyone being able to edit it, or individual, where everyone has their own Wiki which only they can edit. Then comes WizIQ Live Class. The WizIQ module enables you to schedule a class. You can schedule online classes, give high impact presentations, and watch class recordings with a single click from inside on Moodle. Okay, but unfortunately, due to restrictions in Sudan, if you want to use WizIQ Live Class, you need to use a VPN, a virtual private network. Workshop. The workshop activity modules enables the collection, review, and peer assessment of students' work. Students can submit any digital contents or files such as word process documents or spreadsheets, and also can type the text directly into the field using a text editor. So all this information I will give you a demonstration, but okay, frankly speaking, since we are on the entry side, we don't need all these options. We need only very few options that also I will discuss you in the practical section. So in the previous section, we discussed up to this introduction to software engineering course creation, and then the different lecture materials creation. Suppose if I missed anything, please excuse me. So here we created for 5 lectures. If you want to add more lectures, here there is an option, that is add topics. If you click add topics, it will ask you for number of sections. Let me tell you 2 sections. Already we are having 5 sections. If you add 2, it should comes a total of 7 sections. See here, topic 6 and topic 7. If you want to change topic to lecture, type lecture 6 and enter. Like that for topic 7, type lecture 7 and enter. Okay, if you want to delete, from the edit button you can delete the topic. The topic will be deleted. Okay, so again I am just deleting because we mentioned that we need only 5 lectures. So these are all the 1 to 5 lecture section. So in order to So in order to enter to the course material, it may be announcements, it may be lecture materials. What we need is, we need to click on the add or add an activity or resource button. Okay, before going to this, let me tell you, if you are going to add the lecture materials and other related documents, for example, just create a folder and copy all the information in one place, so that it will be easy for you instead of searching everywhere. See here in my case, what I had done, I created the introduction to software engineering 4 module in one place, which contains, for example, like assignment, the course contents, okay, course syllabus, then course contents. So course assignment, just see, you can see it is written in the Word document like assignment 1, the due date Monday, September 6, 2020. There are the question number 1 with 15 points, question 2 with the 15 points, etc. It depends, means in which way you are planning to make the assignment. For this assignment, submit a PDF file. So I had given a condition also, the student should submit it in PDF version. Then comes the course syllabus. So course syllabus like module 1 to module 4 and the recommended textbook. Either you can make it in the image form, or you can write it text, book number 1, book number 2, book number 3, like that. Then comes the course content. So in the first syllabus category, we made only outline. Here it is giving you in module 1. In module 1, how many lectures are there and what are the topics of that particular lecture. In module 2, how many lectures are there. Module 3, how many lectures are there. And in module 4, how many lectures are there. Then afterwards, see here from here to here, it is a PowerPoint presentation of my lecture materials. So if you click the first one, you can find the lecture materials of chapter 1. The chapter 1 lecture materials, like that for other chapter 1 to chapter 7. Then I also created a PDF file the PDF file for the first lecture, like that for remaining. See, since it is like a demo, I am not included all. Then comes software engineering question bank. Suppose if you want to provide them some additional features or some additional information like question banks, like question number 1, question and answer, question number 2, question and answer, like that. It will be something like an additional benefits or additional information for the students. Then comes software engineering interview questions. There are some interview questions are being provided. See here, interview questions are being provided. Then comes the YouTube links. For example, if I want to provide them with the video, I have created the YouTube information. So this is making it easy. For example, introduction to software engineering video lecture link. I created a total of 24 parts, and each parts, this is the duration. And when you are making, try to make the duration less than 15. If it is more than 15, that like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, the size will be like 1 GB, 2 GB and all. And also it will be difficult for the students to download it. You know, the present internet tariff and all here in Sudan. So first introduction, and this is the YouTube link. I can directly copy the YouTube link and paste where I can make it. So these are all the information that I provided in the particular subject. So whenever I am going to attach the given information, it will become easy for me to find. If you are creating, for example, some of the information in documents, some of the information in downloads, some of the information is in any one of the folder. So it is always difficult for us to search from here. It will take some time. Instead of that, make everything in one place so that it will become easy for you to upload the given materials. So as I mentioned, normally in the announcement section, we are going to provide the important assignments or important information to the students, like assignment, for example, the course syllabus, for example, course contents, for example, some question bank, for example, chat information, for example, like that. Some information we are going to provide it in the announcement phase. So in order to enter the course information or the course material, click on the Add an Activity or Resources tab. So when you click on the Add an Activity Resource tab, you can find the Activity Resource tab. So the first portion is activities and the second portion is the resources. So resources category, generally we are using to provide proper services to the students, like if you want to include a book, if you want to include a file, if you want to include a folder, if you want to include these multimedia contents, if you want to include a label, or if you want to provide a page or URL. This will be described in the next section. So here, in the first case, we are going to provide with assignment, then chat, then choice, then database, then external tool, feedback, forum, glossary, lesson, quiz, SCORM package, that is zip files, survey, wiki, and live class like Zoom, and workshop. Okay, since we are in the beginning stage, I'm just going to give you a few items, because gradually we can go through the remaining. So I'm going to provide you with assignment. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to provide the assignment in the announcement section. Already you saw in my folder I had created one assignment. So in order to get the assignments, click on Add an Activity Resource, click on the assignment button and click Add. So the assignment dialog box will appear, or assignment window will appear. In this assignment, in this section, you need to give the assignment name. So for example, software engineering assignment number 1. So if you want to provide any description for the given assignment, so like notes, there are 7 questions, like point number 1, there are 7 questions. Then second, students are advised to answer all questions the submission must be in PDF format, etc., etc., etc. And if you want to display this in the course page, you can select it. And additional information, that is, you need to provide the file. So what I'm going to do, I'm just adding the file by uploading. So click on the upload file button. The upload window will appear. Sorry, because I switched off the internet connection, that's why. Click on the upload file. So choose the file. So where I saved all the file, in the desktop. Okay. So I'm going to the desktop, the folder ISC Moodle, and I have the assignment number 1 that I am opening. That means I am going to upload that particular file. Now the file is being uploaded over here. Okay. And then next one is the availability. When you want to, there is allow the submission. When you are going to allow the students to submit 21st July to the due date and cutoff date, which date. So if it is, if you want to have the cutoff date, you can enable it. Otherwise, you can disable it. And remind me to grade by. So grading will be done. That's under the second session, which is not explained over here. Then comes the submission section. So you need for the students to submit either as an online text or a file submission. So if it is online text, means it will be directly. So you can give the word limit by enabling. But we already given the condition over there that the student should submit it as file submission. So we can just disable it. So file should be submitted with the 50 MB to the maximum. Accepted file types. So the file types, they had given a number of choices like all file types, RT files, audio files natively supported by browser, audio files used on the web, document files, like the different documents. So in the document file, okay, we click the document file and we mentioned that we need only PDF. So select the PDF file. Okay, that's all. Like that, many different formats are there. So save the changes. So here the document should be in the PDF file. Okay, and remaining things keep as it is by default, and save and return to the course. If you are saving and return to the course, you can find, see here, the software engineering assignment number with the notes which I provided over there. When the students click over here, they can directly download the given assignment. This is the first session. So this section, let us go to the next, that is chat. Okay, before that, I forgot to tell you one thing. Here we inserted this information by uploading the materials. So instead of uploading the materials, we can do in another way. Let me delete it first. So it is been deleted. And in another way, we can upload the materials rather than going with the add an activity resource. Directly we can do by drag and drop method. For that, you just go to the given folder, which folder that is from what I can tell, that is from the desktop. Okay, go to the particular folder and select the assignment and drag and place it just under assignment. So now actually announcement is the heading and assignment is a subsection. So we can just use like a tab option. We can move it a little bit forward. For that, go to edit and move to the right. So it is moved a little bit right. Again, if you want to move to the right, it can be moved again. So if you want to move it back, go to edit and move to the left. The same way. The same way we can insert the other information, for example, like course syllabus, then course contents, then comes software engineering question bank, then software engineering interview questions, etc. So in this way we can we can upload the materials. Instead of going for uploading all the time, we can drag and drop the information. Okay. So next, let us go to the next section, that is about chat. So chatting, normally an activity generally used for chatting with the students whenever they have some doubts, etc., etc., etc. And so if you want to chat, then just click on chat. So chat section are saved and can be made available for everyone. So select the chat and click the add button. So the chat window will appear. Here you want to give the name of the chat, for example, software engineering chat section. Then if there is any description for the given chat section, you can give the description. And the chat section, we can make the timing. For example, here it is given as 21. We can make it as 25, for example. 25, for example, and the remaining. Okay. Then repeat or publish session times. If you don't want to publish any chat items, you can do that. Or if you want to repeat or not to repeat, or at the same time every day, or at the same time every week, so we can make the changes. If you want to delete the message, you can delete. If you don't want to delete the message, that also we can do. Remaining things as it is, and then just save and return to the course page. Now the software engineering chat section is displayed over there. Now if you want to chat, just click on the software engineering chat section. The software engineering chat section will appear. Here click to enter to chat now. If you want to chat now, you can click on the particular link. So the chat window will appear. The chat window will appear. There you can start making the chat. Okay, so this is from e-learning, that is from the university. So if the students are enrolled, they will be appear on the right side, and you can select, or the students can either chat with you, or you can select a particular student for the given chatting. Anyhow, I am not going to enter over here for time being. Let me see. Okay, the time is just 4. Okay. Then again, going back to the subject section. So now what the thing is that it is not aligned properly. So announcement is the heading, and assignment, course contents, course syllabus, software engineering, question bank, etc. are the subsection. So we can move everything forward on little, so that it will comes under the announcement in a unique way. Okay, now everything comes under a unique way. Then comes choice. So this is like asking a single question, and for that question there will be multiple answers. So for doing so, select the particular choice and click add, and click the and type the choice name. So software engineering simply, and if you have any description, you can provide the description. And then we are having option 1 like A, so and so, B, so and so, etc. And then if you want to add field, you can add, and the remaining portion you can keep as it is as default, then save and return to the course page. But now anyhow, I am not going to enter any choice over here. Okay. Then comes database, that is for the records like row and column format. Then external tools, that is for providing the students with some websites from outside area. See here, I have 2 sections, like the past exam papers, software engineering, as well as software engineering exam questions and answers. If I want to include that one, I can give directly the link that is been provided over here. So external link, I can give the link which is been provided over here, or like these links I can include, so that the students can able to go and get those information. Then comes feedback. This is feedback generally used for the teacher to create some information. Then forum, discussion forum, glossary, like dictionary. Then comes lesson. The teacher can create a linear set of content pages or instructional activities that can offer a variety of paths. Means like linked pages. Then comes a quiz. Then SCORM page. It is generally used as a zip file. So we can upload the file in a zip format. We use SCORM package. Then comes survey, exactly like the forum or feedback. then goes with wiki pages, then VisIQ live classes like Zoom. But if you want to use it here, surely we need what I can tell, the VPN, virtual private network. Thanks for your participation and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for continuous support. Part 7 is coming soon. Thank you.